Hi, my name is Brittany Ryan, and my presentation today is on social psychology and how to advance in that career. So let's start off a little bit of talking about what is social psychology. Social psychology is the study of how people influence and relate to each other. A lot of topics include impact of social influence on human development and behavior, applying psychological concepts to global issues and social change, analyze and evaluate psychological theory, as well as multicultural issues. Some continued thoughts on what social psychology entails is global perspective and understanding psychological theories, research, and practice, principles of statistics and research design, cognitive psychology, relations of self and culture, as well as concepts of persuasion, conformity, attraction, prejudice, aggression, group dynamics, and multiculturalism. It also includes social inequalities and psychology behind efforts towards reformation. In social psychology, to advance, you might want to start looking into your master's. Some general qualifications for graduate programs that do masters and PhDs. You want to do, obviously, the application process. A lot of the things that they ask for is that you have a 3.0 GPA or above. A lot more competitive schools are looking for at least a 3.5. They also want to look at your graduate record examinations, which is the GREs, scoring 500 or above on the verbal and quantitative tests. Again, they're more competitive schools are looking for the highest scores, so it's always good to study for those. Letters of recommendation from faculty, a personal statement, field work or internships while you were doing your bachelor's degree, as well as research experience. A lot of research goes into looking for a school that offers social psychology masters. There's not many to choose from, especially in Washington. So two of the top two ones that I've come up with are University of Oregon versus Walden University. Walden University is an accredited online university, so I'm not entirely sure if I want to be on campus or online. To compare the two, University of Oregon, which is an on-campus master's degree, some of the positives of this program is that you and your advising committee actually get to choose how you're going to specifically design your program to fit your personal goals in life. They do ask that you do a research project or a formal thesis. You receive face-to-face instruction, which is a big thing, especially in psychology, knowing that you can actually talk to your professors and interact with other students on a day-to-day basis is a real positive. They do give you a time limit to finish this degree in 1 to 2 years. They do ask that you maintain a 3.0 GPA while in the program. There is also extra faculty assistant research opportunities, which is fantastic and always great for your resume. And they also offer that you can further your education past your master's, and they do offer PhD programs. However, some negatives about obviously going to a university that is out of state and also in person is that you do have higher loans. And they also ask that you just concentrate on school and you're not part of the workforce. So you're basically living off of student loans. A new popular form of schooling is online. I've decided to choose Walden University, and some positives to doing online is that it allows you to stay in the workforce. They do give you a time frame to complete your master's within 2 years. It's accredited by the Higher Learning Commission, so a lot of people think that online is kind of a joke, but this is a real school and it is a real degree. The cool thing about Walden is that it already has your class schedule for you for your 2 years that you're going to be there. And also, it's not an overwhelming process because you don't have to choose your classes, as well as it's only 2 classes per quarter, so it still allows you lenient time to be able to go to work and not be too overwhelmed. Another cool thing about online is that it's less money, and with Walden University, you can do nice month-to-month payments and they're interest-free, so it's not tuition all up front. The other cool thing about Walden is that they also offer PhD programs to enhance your degree, especially in social psychology. There's a ton of different options that you can have. Um, there are obviously some negatives to taking online school. You don't have the extra research opportunities. They do have about 2 different conventions that you can go to that are in different states, usually one on the West Coast and one on the East Coast, so you can meet students that are deciding to do the same field as you. But you don't get that same personal and intimate interactions between student and professor or your study groups or everything. Everything is strictly online, so you have to be extremely self-motivated to be able to finish this program. So by this point, you're probably asking what kind of careers can you get with a social psychology master's degree? After you do all this schooling and everything, what can you do? Some things you can do with just the master's level is a community college instructor, as well as management positions, usually in the same sort of field. But most of the time, a social psychology master's degree is just a stepping stone to getting your PhD. But after getting your PhD, it's really gratifying. You can do counseling psychologist, and you also need to do your state licensing test, as well as you could possibly be a social psychologist and again doing your state licensing test. Here are some of the websites that actually helped me out and learn a little bit of this information. So anyways, thanks for listening to my presentation on social psychology and how to advance in your education, as well as what types of careers that you can have with this type of degree.